What's up YouTube? Today I will be installing and unboxing the 7-inch LED headlights from SunPie on my Jeep TJ. So this will be a Jeep TJ specific video. Any TJ from 97 to 06 this will apply to, and definitely the Jeep JK is a very similar process. So I ordered this from Amazon. I believe you can get this from the US and Canada. I am in Ontario here, so first I'll start with the unbox and then I will be installing them on my TJ. So if you wanna skip the unbox and you only wanna see the install, you can go ahead and do that. So starting off, when you open the box, there's a bunch of papers here. Sort of like a manual, shows you the wattage, the voltage, the high beam, low beam wattage, and it's DOT compliant. You guys can just read that. And then this is a manual which is for a JK Wrangler, so it won't apply to my installation today. So opening it up, you see we have here the 7-inch headlights with the halo ring. These are not RGB. I did not think I needed RGB lights. More so just needed something functional, and the halogen is just not doing the job for me, as UTJ owners know. So this is one of my first videos. I will be doing more installations of different things on my Jeep, so make sure you follow and subscribe. So this is just a harness, I believe. So the one that we need is just here for the TJ, and this one I think you gotta connect for the JK. Again, won't apply to us today. I wanted to add one thing. These feel pretty high quality. Yeah, so they have a good weight to them. Definitely gonna be a lot brighter than the stock lights, so let's see how it turns out. So we are now in the garage and we will be setting up these headlights. I am very excited to throw these in. These halogens are definitely not doing the job, so very much needed upgrade. So all you're gonna need is the T15 bit. I have an extension here for my drill, and some electrical tape. I do have some other things here, but this will be for the second part of the install. So the first part is just hooking it up, plug and play, very easy, and it will make the low beams and high beams work. And then tomorrow I will be continuing this video and doing the daytime running light, which I believe is the halo light. And so the first step here is just to take out these bolts. There is 1, 2, 3 bolts right there, and then there's another 4 inside. So once you pull those out, you can see the headlight and take them out and start the process of getting these LEDs in. Added note here, you don't need this T15 bit necessarily, but you can also find screwdrivers with the T15, so either one will work. Just gonna make a quick video just for one of these in case you guys are wondering. This is how easy it is. Just put your drill in and pull that screw out. Once you get those screws off, this pops off fairly easily. Just gotta kind of wiggle it. And now you got the bare halogen bulb. So we will be taking off that one and that one back there and that one over here and right there. So these are the bezels, and I will be plasti dipping these, just not right now. That will be done another day, because I do like the black bezel look better with these black headlights, because the casing of this is black. So make sure you're storing your screws in a safe place. I got a bag which I just threw in my LED box. Don't want to lose these screws. Alright, so here we got the halogen bulb taken out. And this is the harness, which you can see is pretty dirty because this has probably not been removed for a while. So it was a little bit difficult to take it out, but not really too hard. You just kind of got to wiggle that thing off, make it a bit loose because of course there's dirt in there and stuff. And I'm gonna just take one of these microfiber cloths and rub that dirt off and clean it up as much as I can. Other side note here, you want to leave on one of these top screws when you're taking them all off. I got this one off, that one right there, and another down here, because you don't want your light bulb to fall. So just a quick tip for you guys, keep one of these on and then take it off last while keeping your hand under so you don't mess anything up. So now it is time to finally plug in the LED light right into there. Pretty simple, just gonna plug that into that and I will be right back. I don't really have a way to set up my camera here where you guys can see, so I'll just be connecting that to there and then starting the next step. We've got the first halo in, and what you want to do is put it in exactly the same way you took it out, and as simple as that. And you don't want to screw in these bolts just yet, just put the bezel in there, and what we're gonna do is test it and see if the low beams and high beam works. So let's check it out. So low beams look like they're working. High beam on. And let's check out the difference here. So I'm just gonna move my lamp out of the way. Oh yeah, and these are a lot brighter. See, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos and people don't explain exactly how to put these lights in properly. Again, all brands are basically the same, so any brand that you buy will be this way for a TJ. You can't see this is how you can see in the video at this angle that these are not very bright. So you can see on this side, that's all the light that it puts out. And this here, you can tell is a bunch of LEDs, so it is much brighter. And look at the difference. So the spread of the light is more of the light, the length of the light is also more. So again, this is the regular halogen, doesn't produce much light as the LEDs here. So first one is working. We're gonna turn these lights off, and then since we know that they're working, we can do the next one now and also screw in the last screws. Same procedure on this side. Gonna pop out the screws, take the light out, plug in the new light, and then screw it in with the first bezel, which is this silver thing around this light. We are gonna put back on here, and once that is back on, we will put in the second bezel, this one right here, back onto there, test it. If it works, we will throw in the screws like we are with this one right now. So guys, got the LED halos in and they are working. So just turn off the car here so you can hear me properly. Let me show you while they are off. So look at that, guys. If you guys have a TJ and hate your headlights but aren't like mechanically inclined or think you might not be able to do this, don't be scared. It's really easy. Plug it in and your lights are ready to go. Like because the halos themselves do require a little bit of extra work, which I will be doing tomorrow most likely, continuing that because I don't have the 22 gauge wire that I need. But for now, let me show you the finished product here. First off, I will put on the low beams. So really bright, guys. So the top three lights are on, as you can see. And one thing I didn't like when I was watching videos on YouTube myself, people weren't really explaining if the halo was working with the plug and play. And I want you guys to know that the halo is not working. So in the video, it does look like it's working sometimes, but that requires a little bit more work, which isn't hard at all. And I will be showing you guys how to do that as well when I continue this video. But the three lights at the top are working, and those are your low beams. And then let me turn on the high beam here. And the high beam is just overkill. Like when I was driving down the road, I could already see like the road signs lighting up with the low beam. So these are very bright, DOT approved, so won't get you in any sort of trouble. And I got like the yellow fogs. So I got yellow fogs, so it doesn't look completely right at the moment. As you can see, they don't match, and I will be switching those out, but I really don't care too much because I just wanted more light on the road for functionality purposes. What up, YouTube? Back in the garage here. Just finished setting up the daytime running lights. This is the second part of the video install here. And don't be alarmed, it is fairly easy to do, and if you just follow my step-to-step instructions, you will be fine. So what you're gonna need is these wire twisters, some pliers, some 18 gauge wire is what I used. I'm sure you can also use 16 to 22, whatever it is. And you will need some 10 amp fuses. And these are male and female disconnects. You might also need these. I only used one of them. I used WD-40 on my battery terminals because they were giving me a problem to loosen them up. So let me first show you the finished result here. Gonna have to open up the garage to start the vehicle. So as you can see, without even turning on the lights, the daytime running lights are now on. So this is what you want. When you turn your car on, your daytime running lights will be working. And that is how they look. Looks great, guys. Really worth it. Very easy, honestly. So that is with the low beams on there. And I will be switching out these fogs, so stay tuned for that video. But let me open up the hood here and show you guys how I accomplished this. So guys, side note here, you will also need one of these fuse taps right there, that black fuse tap connected to two 10 amp fuses. And I have it wired right there, going to the side, through the middle, and it goes all the way to, let me get under there to show you. So that plug you see right here is what it is going through, and comes out of this side right there. So if yours has a red and white wire, it'll be the red wire you want to connect to for the daytime running light. Mine had a white, as you can see right there, and a yellow wire. The yellow is for the turn signal, so I had connected it to the white wire. So first thing I did was take this red wire, strip off the end, and connect it to that white one. So that these have the connectors on it, so you will need one of these on the side of the red wire that you stripped. You connect them together and electrical tape them at the end after you know everything is working. So then I bring it over here. You actually have to strip this end of the side that you want to connect and cut off the connector on that and strip that off too, off of the white wire. And then you run one more wire. So you're connecting that light to this light, and then another wire comes to connect to those two, because that wire will lead to the fuse. So I went through there right there, and then as you can see, I connected here to number 10, the cluster, because as you can see, the car is off right now, and so are the daytime running lights. If you try to connect to this fuse over here, let me open that up. If you try to connect to any of these fuses here, it will not work. All of these fuses run hot, and even when your car is off, your daytime running light will be working, and you don't want that. So just connect it to the fuse box behind your glove box and wire it this way, through there, through that hole, and back around. Fairly simple. Just took some troubleshooting for me because I haven't done this before, but anybody watching this video, it'll be very easy to do. And you're gonna twist a Murat on there, and that way all three will be connected. So your headlights are connected together and to the third wire. Then that wire is gonna run around. And as you can see, I had to use a completely different wire here because I did not have enough wire to go all the way around, which is okay. You just strip both ends and twist them together. So another tip for you guys is putting electrical tape around all parts that you have connected a wire. And maybe if you want to stick your wires properly up here, it's not the best setup. You can also solder them and use heat shrink, and there are other YouTube videos where people do that. This worked for me best. It was easy to do. These are insulated, so I'm not worried about any heat or anything, and since I wrapped electrical wire on them a couple times, I'm not too worried about rain or water either. So that is how you do it, guys. Looks great. When I start the car up, the daytime running lights work, and when I turn it off, they're off. So guys, more videos definitely coming soon. It's a really nice clean Jeep setup I got here. Picked this up in August last summer. I got BF Goodrich tires on it. It's a Rocky Mountain edition. I will be doing like a full review if you guys want me to. It's got leather seats and everything. Like, I have a couple of other things done to it as well. So if you guys got a TJ, definitely subscribe. Even if you are a part of the Jeep community, even if you're not, subscribe just to show support. You don't have to watch the videos, but subscribing would definitely help me eventually get monetized. This does take a lot of time and effort to do. Would have been much easier of an install without showing you guys, but I find that a lot of videos online aren't descriptive enough, so I'm trying here to do a good job for you guys. And so like, subscribe, and hit me with a comment if you guys liked the video. Even if you didn't, like, just hit me with a comment and tell me what you guys like, dislike, and what I can improve on and what I did right. So see you guys. Peace.